your boy Codehova with Fly Combinator. We're pimping Swift, and this video is going to be about the concept of self. Just a disclaimer, it's like, if you have followed along thus far and you have no issues, you are more than good. You are doing exceptionally well. And that is because we have not talked about the concept of self. We have omitted the concept of self, but let's just talk about what the concept of self is. All right. So back to the struct we have of the type called Dope Boy. And you see these fonts in red. These are all the stored properties that we have used within the class itself. So what we have done right now is we have omitted self, because when you're trying to get the max earnings that a Dope Boy, an instance of Dope Boy can earn, we're calculating that by getting the grams of hand on self on an instance of Dope Boy multiplied by the price of gram on an instance of Dope Boy as well. And when we're doing a speech to 12, we're printing out a statement, or we're returning a string that says my name is my government name. The government name of an instance of Dope Boy itself. And I want my lawyer. Okay? Same with solicit. It's using the stored property of street name on the instance itself. So what we have omitted is basically self. Okay? Self. So when it comes to Swift, the convention, the way that they recommend you to do it is that you're going to prepend. You don't have to prepend your stored properties on an instance with the keyword of self. Okay? So we're not writing self.grams because this grams parameter is a parameter of the function. So it's not of self. But grams on hand is of the instance. The street name is of the instance. So when we're saying that, this is a stored, what we're saying when we say self.street name, it's in this function of solicit, if you need to find this word, if you need to find the value of this, street name is of an instance of the type. So again, the convention is you don't need to have self. So we've been doing it the recommended way so far, okay? And just to show you that it works, it's like it runs and there's no issue. But if we just want to follow convention, we don't have to have self. And I understand that I'm a little late talking about self. I should have talked about it earlier, or I should have used self from the very jump. So let's just move on to a new page, and let's create another one. All right. So what should we create? So let's just create a struct called book. All right. In a book, it's gonna have a constant of number of pages. That's too long. Let's say page count. And it's going to have, page count. What is that going to be? Is that going to be a double? Are there like half pages in books? No. It's a full number. It's a whole number. So let's just call it an int. And let's say publisher. That's going to be a string, right? And what else do books have? Books have publishers. They have pages. Let's create just another one for fun. Let's say award winning. And that's going to be a bull. All right. So let's create an instance of a book. What do we got? That's why I got books over here. And in there, let's just say let blue ocean shift equals book. Damn, how could I forget this? Most important, man. String is a title. So the title is Blue Ocean Shift. All right. Page count, let's just say it's 345. Publisher. Man, I don't even know. Let's just say Wiley, man. I can't read that shit. And award winning, it is true. Okay. So we have this book instance, Blue Ocean Shift. And what we could do is award-winning page count Blue Ocean dot publisher Blue Ocean dot title. All right. So if we run this, we see that it's award-winning, 345 pages, published by Wiley, and the title is Blue Ocean Shift. So let's create a function where it's gonna be. Let's write it the longest way possible. So describe. Let's call this new function called describe. And we're going to give it no parameters. Okay. So we're going to print this book is called self.title. Okay. And it has self.page count pages. All right. This is published by self.publisher, and this book is, well, it wouldn't be true. Let's just get rid of the award-winning. All right, it's not that important. Boom. So there you go. So we have all these attributes being just called out on the playgrounds. So let's say Blue Ocean Shift dot describe, and if we run that, it's going to run a print statement saying this book is called Blue Ocean Shift, and it has 345 pages. This is published by Wiley. So here we have stored properties that are used within the instance itself. So how do we follow convention? When we follow convention, Swift wants us to be clean, concise. So we already know that if we just put erase self dot, when it says title, it already knows that this is what it's talking about. Because if you spell it wrong, it's going to be like, yo, I don't know what the hell that is. Okay, so let's just, so we got title misspelled. So let's run that. What's going to happen? Gives us an error. And it's saying that this book is called tight. Okay. Use of unresolved identifier of TITE. So when you see that, you're going to be like, all right, so it's line 3. Well, not line 3. I don't know why it's telling me line 3. But anyways, it's saying that some shit is not running right. And the issue is that there's something called TITE. So what you could do is you could just copy that. You do Command F and you search for TITE. Boom, it's right there. And you're like, all right, TITE, what do I mean? Oh, right, title. So if you do title, then you're going to be able to run with that. Okay, so it's printing out correctly. Let's create another one just for fun. So struct, let's say equation. All right, and an equation is going to have first number, which is going to be a type int, and let second number is also of a type int. And what we're going to do is we're going to have a function where add. We're going to add the two. So it's print out self, oops. Well, I could do that. Self.first number plus self.second number. All right. So let's create new equation equal equation, and we're going to give it the numbers 50 times 78. All right. So let's run this equation dot add, and if we run that, it's going to be 128. But again, because we have this function, we're being verbose. This works. You have no problem. But if we're just going to follow the Swift convention and be concise, clean, we don't have to prepend our properties with self dot. All right. So that is the concept of self. It's your boy Codehova, Fly Combinator. We pimpin' Swift. Let's get on and rockin', yo. Peace.